It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Tannehill on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An explosive 38-yard pickup. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal on the Seahawks' 10-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. And Davis has it over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Titans 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. looking return set up here. Pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for his running back out of the backfield.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, it's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Desmond Trufant. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Single. Hey, zero.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Henry, the ball carrier.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pick.
Tannehill.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Tannehill's pass complete.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Third and 2, Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see.